Okay, it is another week. We are going to analyze a lot of pair today. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit subscribe button, and then we continue. Okay, so here today we are starting with the Audusd. Audusd from higher time from monthly time frame. Let's start from monthly time frame. On monthly time frame of this market structure, very clear market structure on monthly time frame. On monthly time frame, you can see price take out this liquidity here. When you spot it out, you can see clearly price take out this liquidity. After that, you can zoom out this area. After that liquidity sweep, you can see price it break this previous high and then create impulsive move. So that is pullback, as you see. After that pullback, price created another impulsive move. So here on this price action, we are looking for a shift here. You can see price created high, created low, and then it break this previous high. So we get a beautiful breaking of a structural market shift, because here you can see price created trend line and then price break that last lower high. So we get a clear market structure market shift. So right now we are in pullback. We are in pullback or corrective move. So expected price may create a pullback at least to discount level, and then later we will experience impulsive move to upside. Okay, so right now we are supposed to find short position until where? Let's use Fibo. When we apply Fibonacci from that point to this point, we'll recognize that right now we are in a premium zone. So you can't buy at the premium zone. We're supposed to wait price to retrace back at least to this optimal entry zone, or 50%, mostly on this optimal entry zone. So we have to truly counter trend or collective move until price to reach that area. So the buy something now is bearish. Shift your time frame to lower time frame on daily time frame. On daily time frame, this market structure. On the time frame of this market structure, very crazy market structure. You can see price take out this buy side liquidity here. After that liquidity sweep, you can see very good shifty. After shifty, let us spot it out. This shifty, you can see price break this previous low, which created a beautiful structure shift. After shift, you can see price tested this fair value gap here. Price tested that FVG, and until now we are in bearish move. So let us see on weekly time frame to get a range, weekly range. Weekly range, as the week candle was the bearish, you can see. So we can spot it out that weekly range, so we can get a clear area to concentrate with. Shift your time frame to 4-hour time frame. On 4-hour time frame of this market structure, on 4 we have this kind of market structure. You can see here on 4-hour time frame, price take out this buy side liquidity previously. You can see here this liquidity is already swept. So after that liquidity sweep, we have break of a structure here, a very good break of a structure here, very good break of a structure, and that is our weekly range. You can see this horizontal line, we spot it weekly range. We're supposed to buy, or we're supposed to sell at the premium zone of that weekly range. So apply Fibo again from top to down, and then on optimal entry area is where we will find what? Short position. You can see that is our optimal entry zone. Also, it is very powerful because it's located on that resistance. You can see price break that previous low. So it leave very good resistance. Also, we have a fair value gap on that area. So let's point out, have this FVG here. spot it out clearly, have that fair value gap here. So this zone is very strong zone for sales. So when we take sales from this area, wait confirmation of reversal, and then your risk will be reduced. Your risk will be reduced. When you enter without confirmation, it means your stop is supposed to be around that high. So it is very important to wait confirmation of reversal on lower time frame in order to exclude short position from that area. And then when you enter the taking profit and bond to be around that area, and then you can hold the long term until price to reach that monthly optimal entry. So that is it on Audusd. That is it on Audusd. Expecting next week market will push just a little bit up until to mitigate this area, and then find structural market shift, and then execute short position until this area. Okay, that is for long term or swing entry. That is very good swing entry. Very good swing entry. Okay, that is Audusd. Let's shift it to Eurusd. Eurusd have this market structure also. On weekly time frame, you can see weekly candle closed bearish. The bus is bearish until now. Now you can see the whole market structure price reacted where price reacted from this point of interest here. After direction from that point of interest, you can see it created a shift. So right now we are in bearish move. Right now we are in bearish move. So supposed to find sales. We're supposed to find short position. Last week, candle was the bearish, so we used that as our range, shifted to 4-hour time frame. On 4-hour time frame, you can see price retraced to this resistance. You can see it mitigate this resistance very well. After mitigation of that resistance, also you can see another confluence on daily time frame. On daily time frame, we have this fair value gap here. You can see price retraced back to fill this gap, and then it closed with a rejection, very huge rejection, but it's bullish. Shift it to 1-hour time frame. 1-hour time frame of this market structure. You can see some kind of reversal pattern created here. We have this inverse fair value gap or balance price range, which is very good indication of a reversal pattern. Also, price reacted where price reacted on this supply. We know how to have this supply zone. You can spot it out very clearly. So price reacted there. After that reaction, you can see it created that inverse fair value gap. So for next week, I expect the price to retrace back to mitigate this IFVG, and then wait confirmation, and then execute short position, target this sell side liquidity. It will be very easy setup. It will be very easy setup. GBPUSD also we have this kind of structure. Let me show you on weekly time frame. On weekly time frame, also we have this type of pullback. Let's see, this kind of pullback. You can see price drop to take up this low, and then we get a break of structure here. After that break of structure, right now we are in corrective mode. You can see price take out this liquidity, created a shift here, the test on this supply. Let me show you very slowly. Let me repeat once again. On GBPUSD weekly time frame, price take out this liquidity. You can see. So when you take out that liquidity, it raises up to this buy side liquidity to create breaking of structure. After getting a break of structure means continuation of upward trend. Clear? Means continuation of upward trend. So you can't buy at the top. We're supposed to wait price to retrace to discount zone. Apply feeble retrace. So you're supposed to find buys from where? From this zone optimal entry. So right now we are in pullback. You can see price created that waves that is pullback. So right now we are in pullback move. Okay, so we're supposed to find short position until price it reach this area. So how to find confirmation for short position? We come here to this top. You can see price take out this liquidity also. After taking that liquidity, it break that previous low, so it created a shifty. After creation of that shifty, you can see it retrace back up to mitigate the supply. You see, it retrace up to mitigate that supply. After that mitigation of supply, you can see the huge move. You can see the huge move. So now we are in downtrend until price it reach this area. That is optimal. And so supposed to find what? Short positions. We're supposed to find short position. Also, you can see this engulfing candle as a confirmation for continuation of downtrend. We have this very good engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candle. Okay, so we have to find what? Sells. Yes, we're supposed to find sells. We're supposed to find sell. Okay, when we shift it to lower time frame, on lower time frame we have this structure here. On lower time frame we have this structure. It is bearish market. The structure spotted zones, some major or key zone. We have this resistance here. Price break that low. After that, price tested this fair value gap, so it failed to mitigate that resistance. Okay, let's continue. We have this break of structure here. Break of structure means continuation. And then once you see break of structure, look at the lefty, it swept liquidity or what? Yes, there is liquidity sweep here. So after liquidity sweep, assume right now price it created that pullback. So if that is impossible from that point to this point, and then that is pullback. So that is pullback. So this pullback is already mitigated optimal entry area. So right now we are looking for short position. We are looking for sells from that area because already price tested our sell zone from that area. Okay, so we shift it to lower time frame. Maybe when price will open with a gap upside, it means we will break this previous high and then it will be a clear shift it to buy. But for now, we're supposed to focus on sells because we are in bearish move. You can't force the buy around that area. Okay, shift to your time frame to lower time frame on 1 hour. We have this structure. We have this structure, nothing. 30 minutes. We have this structure also. We have this structure finding a clear area where you can place what short position. Here you have this imbalance, very clear, very small imbalance. So we're supposed to wait mitigation of that imbalance, and then from that area, we'll find short positions. And then when we sell from that area, let's target this as liquidity there. Target that sales and liquidity and enter with the confirmation to mean your risk will be reduced. No confirmation, no entry. Okay. No confirmation, no entry. So we have to wait mitigation of that area, shift on 5 minutes, and then wait a shifting, then execute short position, target this as a liquidity. That is it. Let's see gold. What is going on gold? What is going on gold? Let's see what is going on gold here. You can start with the high time frame, maybe weekly. On weekly time frame of this market structure, or the time frame of this market structure, very crazy structure. It is bearish kind of market structure. You can spot out liquidity, have this liquidity here, and then last week candle, you can see it closed the bearish. It closed the bearish, which it manipulate previous high, so it indicates what continuation of bearish. Also last week candle closed the below previous week low. So that indicates what? Continuation of what? Of bearish move. So if we are in bearish move, we're supposed to find sells. Let's spot it out this range. So within this range, we're supposed to find premium area where we will spot our sells. We're done with that. So here we're supposed to find what? A clear area to find short position from that point. Okay, apply FIBO. When you apply FIBO, we get a beta zones. We get a premium or discount zone. So it will be a zone with a low risk key. Okay, so when you apply FIBO here, you will recognize that around this area you have this optimal entry. So optimal entry you can combine with another conference. Optimal entry you can combine with the time frame. On the time frame of this supply. So let's remove this FIBO. You can see it very well. On optimal entry, we have supply zone plus what? We have value gap on the time frame. So we have multiple conference or multiple point of interest around this area. We have multiple confluence around this area. We have multiple confluence around this area, so as we'll be confidently to find short position around this area. So for next week on gold, we're supposed to wait replacement to that area and then wait a shifting. Then from that area is where we find short position targets this side liquidity. So expect a bearish continuation for next week. Bearish continuation for next week. Shift for her have this zone. And for her, we have this zone very clear. And for her, we have that zone very clear on her. On her, it is that. It is clear. Okay, so your duty is to wait. Your duty is to wait confirmation. Your duty is to wait confirmation. Either 30 minutes or 15 minutes or 5 minutes shift around this point of interest. No shifting, no sell, no shifting, no entry. That is must. No shifting, no entry. So when it break this high, it means this will be liquidity. We gotta shift and then we'll find buys. Okay. So that is it. That is all for next week. For more entries, can join our VIP account is available. So let's wait new week market open, then we continue pushing.